Police lights flash across a quiet street. Yellow tape blocks the small Florida home. Detectives move carefully through the yard. Something terrible happened inside. Neighbors whisper behind closed doors. A woman is already dead. Investigators step into the house and immediately notice blood covering the kitchen floor. Drag marks stretch across tiles, leading slowly toward the hallway and bedroom. Inside the bedroom, Bernardet Meyers lies face down, completely motionless on the floor. Her hands are tied tightly behind her back with duct tape. 2 plastic zip ties are wrapped tightly around her neck. The scene shows clear signs of a violent and desperate struggle. Detectives quickly realize this was not a simple robbery gone wrong. Someone attacked her with extreme brutality and left her there to die. Forensic teams photograph every detail, while officers secure the entire house. Neighbors gather quietly outside, shocked that something this brutal happened nearby. Bernardet Meyers was known as a friendly woman who lived alone. She worked hard and cared deeply about keeping her home clean. Her house looked like the nicest property on the entire block. But inside that peaceful home, something horrifying unfolded the previous evening. Police now face the difficult task of reconstructing Bernardet's final hours. Every minute before her death could reveal the identity of her killer. Bernardet worked for a major technology company connected to military projects. Colleagues described her as intelligent, reliable, and always friendly to everyone. She arrived early at work and usually finished her duties before the afternoon. On Monday, she left work early for a scheduled doctor appointment. Later that afternoon, she visited a nearby auto parts store. Her car had a tire issue that needed quick attention. Store employees remember her spending about 15 minutes inside the shop. After finishing there, she drove home around 5 in the evening. Detectives believe the killer encountered her moments after she arrived home. Groceries were still sitting unpacked on the kitchen table when police arrived. A bag of oranges rested near the counter, untouched and forgotten. Friends said Bernardet never left groceries sitting out in the open. She always organized everything immediately after returning home from shopping. Investigators believe someone interrupted her shortly after entering the house. There were no broken windows or forced doors anywhere around the property. This strongly suggested Bernardet may have known the person who attacked her. Police begin questioning neighbors, co-workers, and anyone who knew Bernardet personally. Several former boyfriends were interviewed carefully during the early investigation, but detectives found no evidence that any of them threatened her. The mystery surrounding Bernardet Meyers was only beginning to unfold. Forensic investigators carefully searched every room for possible evidence. They found no fingerprints belonging to an unknown suspect anywhere inside. However, something unusual appeared during the detailed examination of the kitchen. A bloody shoe print appeared faintly on the tile floor. Chemical tests helped investigators enhance the shoe impression clearly. The footprint appeared to belong to a man wearing tennis shoes. Experts estimated the shoe size somewhere between 9 and 11. Bernardet's own shoes were discovered near the kitchen doorway. Investigators believe the attacker knocked her down violently during the assault. The killer likely dragged her body toward the bedroom afterward. Another disturbing discovery raised more questions for investigators. Bernardet's car was missing from the garage when officers arrived. Police believe the killer stole the vehicle while escaping the scene. The car might have helped the suspect leave unnoticed that night. Investigators began searching nearby streets for the missing vehicle. At the same time, detectives checked records of known offenders nearby. One name quickly appeared inside the predator tracking database. Leo Broy lived less than a mile from Bernardet's home. He had previous convictions involving violent crimes against women. Detectives decided he needed immediate questioning. Detectives located Leo Broy and began questioning him about the murder. He claimed he recently suffered a broken foot injury. Broy was walking using crutches during the police interview. Investigators doubted someone using crutches could commit such violent actions. Still, they verified his timeline carefully through his workplace records. His employer confirmed he injured his foot before the murder occurred. This evidence forced detectives to eliminate Leo Broy as a suspect. Another possible suspect soon appeared during neighborhood questioning. A man named Lee Davey was seen walking through the alley nearby. Witnesses noticed he was holding a long plastic zip tie. That detail immediately caught detectives' attention. Zip ties were the exact weapon used during Bernardet's murder. Police quickly questioned Davey about his presence near the house. He explained he simply found the zip tie near a bus station. Davey allowed officers to search his entire apartment voluntarily. Investigators examined his shoes carefully during the search. His shoe size did not match the bloody footprint evidence. His work schedule also confirmed he was somewhere else. During the murder, once again. Detectives lost another possible suspect. The case began, slowly slipping toward a dangerous dead end. Weeks later, detectives received an important call from a neighborhood witness. A woman reported seeing a strange man sitting inside a van nearby. The van had a magnate advertising a local painting company. Investigators tracked the company and located one of their employees. His name was Charles Hall. Hall admitted he painted Bernardette's house several years earlier. He also admitted parking near her house on the day she died. His explanation about waiting for someone sounded strange and inconsistent. Detectives secretly placed Charles Hall under close surveillance afterward. During surveillance, they discovered he frequently pawned jewelry at local shops. Investigators checked recent pawn records connected to Charles Hall. Shockingly, he sold several pieces of women's jewelry after the murder. Bernardette's family recognized those exact items immediately. A ring recovered from the pawn shop contained Bernardette's DNA. The evidence finally confirmed detectives' growing suspicions about Charles Hall. Further investigation revealed he desperately needed money for heavy drug use. He waited outside Bernadette's house until she returned home alone. After attacking her violently, he stole jewelry and escaped using her car. Charles Hall was later arrested and convicted of first-degree murder. He now serves life in prison with absolutely no chance of parole.